Take me to the press conference organized by the Minister for Communication, Digitalization and Innovation. Beautiful name for a ministry. We'll get into that. We'll take it block by block. Communication, digitalization, and innovation. Play the video of the extension. This will be what? The 4th extension, right? So, well, if you don't register your SIM card, we will cut it. If you don't register your SIM card, you can't make us. If you don't register your SIM card, we'll block it. Then we extend. If you don't register, then we extend. So this is the 4th extension. Now, the 3 extensions couldn't work. Would the 4th extension work? We are told that September is when, you know, your holidays have ended. But September will come and we'll still be calling for an extension. Watch. Because it is now evident that the NIA cards that people need to be able to register their SIMs is not available for many people. People have queued, they have written their names, they have gone through the process. The cards are not available. So that fundamental problem has not been dealt with. Question: the Ministry of Communication, Innovation and Digitalization, are they talking to themselves? Are they talking to the NIA? What's the conversation? So you can't punish people for the failings of the system. You can't. You can't punish people for the failings of the system. You can't. And you can't continue to threaten people. You can't do that. Because it looks like we don't have a plan. So we are moving and planning as we go. That's how it appears. Because if we had a plan, we had proper strategy, well thought out, well thought through, we wouldn't be talking about extension 1, extension 2, extension 3, and now extension 4. We wouldn't be talking about that. Danny, play the video for me.
On consultation with the industry and in view of the challenges enumerated above, I have very reluctantly decided to grant a final conditional extension. The program will, and I'm choosing my words carefully, the program will be extended to 30th September to end on the anniversary of its commencement. That will give us 1 full year of SIM registration. It will be reviewed at the end of this month, and any SIM that has not been fully registered by the end of August will be barred from receiving certain services, including voice and data services. It will also be more expensive to use unregistered SIMs. The full range of punitive measures will be announced at another press briefing in September. Kindly do not blame your service provider.
Madam, instead of the threats, the masses should rather be told that as and when the NI is able to print cards for them, then they can go and register. Because me, if I've gone to queue, I've left my work, they come and count us as if they are going to give us food. And then they tell us that, oh, today, the numbers that we're expecting to register, the system has frozen, the network is down, yada, yada. And they have been giving people those excuses. People have left their work 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a whole month. They are running around chasing. Then now they're talking about, what, 250. Some are taking 400 CDs. We are pretending as if we don't know. That's why I said the whole country has become like a crime scene. Because everybody is doing bits and pieces. Now, if the Ghana card or the West Africa card is the only requirement, why punish those who have gone through the process and through no fault of theirs do not have the cards which you are demanding for? That's what I'm asking. Because they have wasted man hours, they have wasted time, they have wasted resources. And now we are told that, well, there will be a SIM registration application. Jesus Christ. SIM registration application. It will be ready, well, tomorrow, right? 2nd August. I remember very, very well, there was a COVID-19 application. You remember the COVID-19 app? By the same ministry. COVID-19 app. We spent money for the app. We spent money to do a big launch with Vice President Baumia, with Shatawale, with Fancy Gadam. You remember that? COVID-19 app, same ministry. How did the COVID-19 app help in our fight against COVID? Have we been able to do a success story of the COVID-19 app? because it cost us money. Initially, we were told it didn't cost us anything. We would later find out it cost us something. COVID-19 app. I'll come to this new app, SIM registration app. I'm asking about COVID-19 app from the same Ministry of Communication, Digitalization, and Innovation. And then there was the church app. You remember, same minister announced that there's going to be a church application that before you go to church, you register to get a seat in the church. You remember, the app never came. So there's COVID app. We have not been told what the benefits of the COVID app has been in terms of our contact tracing, enhanced contact tracing, all of those ones. Now we are told about the church app, which we never saw. We don't know if we invested money there or not. Now we are being told about a SIM registration app that will come. That will come. Now hear the good news. You pay 5 cedis to use the app. Now SIM card the SIM card that I am going to use the app to register. How much did I buy it for? The SIM card that the telcos are giving to people for free. Some 1 cedi, some 2 cedi, some free. Now when I have to register the SIM card, I will have to pay 5 cedis. You see, it's not a conversation about how much it costs. So, because then somebody will say, oh, so all this while the stress that you are putting the people through, letting them queue up, and the frustrations and the trauma and everything, if you quantify it, is 5 cedis. Because if you had the application, why wait? Why let people go through all the stress? Now you are bringing the application, better late than never. But I'm saying it is the principle and the philosophy that I have to pay, because it is not through no fault of mine. I have registered my SIM twice previously already. So if you are doing SIM re-registration, it's not as if I didn't want to register in the first instance. It is because you had a porous system and you didn't have a well thought through and a strategy. You didn't have a well thought through plan and a strategic agenda. So why am I being made to pay for it? That's my concern. And you see, even the thought that, look, people are not registering. Because the thing, if you look at the data now, people have queued to register before by the NCA's and the ministry's own data and the NIO's own data. People have queued to register. In fact, at the last count before the deadline for July, we were told how many people had registered. Millions. So it means that people are going and registering. Now the question is that those who are not registering, apart from the stubborn academy, Department or Faculty of Violence, who are deciding not to register, who have taken quick loan and they want their SIMs to be cancelled, apart from those people, there are people who genuinely want to register, but the system is blocking them. Now, if the system is blocking those people, why do you want to punish them and issue threats? That's what puts me off. Now, let's talk about the app. I have asked questions about the COVID-19 app. I've asked questions about the church app that never came from the same ministry. Now we are talking about a SIM registration app. Okay. Where you pay 5 cedis to register a SIM that costs you maybe 1 cedi or 2 cedis. I don't know. But it looks like the government is willing to cash out at any small opportunity. So government every time is saying allow cash out. So this is government telling people allow cash out. Let me take 5 cedis. So if 7 million people will now have to register using the app, do your mathematics. 5 cedis times 7 million, 75, 35. 35 million. Where would the money go? Who will collect the money? And the minister is a member of parliament. The minister is a lawyer. Has parliament approved? Because fees and charges parliament has to approve. Has parliament approved? Who built the app? Who created the application? How was that application creation sourced? Was it single sourced? Was somebody handpicked? And how long ago was the app created? And has it been piloted? You see where the confusion, that's why I say the whole country looks like a crime scene. We're doing everything just like that. You see, I'm asking these questions this morning because the same press conference yesterday said, oh, those who are outside this jurisdiction who can use their passport to try and register their SIM, because if you are not Ghanaian, you can use your passport to register, yada, yada. I use my passport to get my Ghana card. If I don't have a Ghana card, I don't see the reason I can't use my passport to go and register my SIM, just like somebody who is outside. So the same you and I cannot register with our passport, our SIMs with our passport, but somebody coming from outside or somebody who lives outside can do that. And they have until December 2022 to do so. So that if they beyond the 3 months, they can regularize and use it. And they are being urged that they should follow through and all of that. Now the conversation is this. In all of the talk, have we thought about persons living with disability? If I'm an amputee, both my hands have been cut off. Does the system provide for maybe my toe prints to be picked or my retina to be identified? Does the system have something like that? Are we considering also that if I am one of those and I don't have prints and I use a SIM card, okay, and you are giving this directive and you say by September I will have to come and register, I lose my number or whatever it is. Have you considered my disability to factor me into your plan? I'm talking about policy and strategy. Danny, play for me the CBP chair's video.
And when we make policies, it must be human-centered policies. The Ministry of Communication, Minister, no, she has lost it. She's lost touch with the people. The moment technology is not used to make life easy and convenient and better for the people, you've lost it. Technology should not make it complicated. You will not be able to receive calls and send calls. Do you know what that means? What it means is that people might not be able to send emergency calls. This is not, and a lot of people are using the SIM for Momo. This is a total contradiction. It's a Sunday, Mami Eslano, Ocha for Numa. If there's ever been a demonstration, Obi, I'm sorry, I will not sit down. We should not be taken for granted. You cannot put your inefficiencies and problems on the people of this nation. The frustration the Ghanaian is going through today is uncalled for. No government should be able to do this. And I believe that something is very wrong. You have Ghana card. It's the base for collecting data and to identify every Ghanaian so that from there we can move the country to the next level. But at what expense? At the expense of the suffering masses struggling and frustrating and not being able to go to work and being frustrated today, and for someone to just say it does not matter. Let me ask you a question. Have you used technology to find out today as we sit here how many people and who don't have Ghana cards and for what reason they don't have Ghana cards? Can I, as a citizen today, get up and you access a number or call a number or go to an app and I can tell you that for reason A, B, C, D, I don't have a Ghana card, so that you can use that to make an informed decision? I'm asking the NIA to go to the office of the president today so that they will understand your limitations. May say technology is supposed to make life easy and convenient for people. We cannot use technology to disempower people and make it difficult for our